Greetings and welcome to my friends here. Blessings for every one of you. In this lecture, I would like to discuss what this path is and what it is not, especially for the sake of a number of new friends who have found their way here for the first time. But also, this will be helpful for my friends who are already in this work, for it will perhaps shed a new light or a different light from an overall view, which might be a new clue or open up something for you. First of all, I would like to discuss that this path is not anything new. It has existed in many, many forms as long as mankind exists. The form and the ways must change as mankind evolves, but the fundamental path remains the same. Do not be concerned for the moment, my friends, with the phenomenon as such. For if you pay too much attention to this facet, you get lost in confusion, perhaps at the beginning of such a venture. The only thing at the moment that is important for you to understand is that there are levels of reality which you have not yet explored. And if you can let it go at that, it will be very much more helpful than forcing a definitive conclusion. One thing is obvious, that as this voice manifests, it is not the consciousness of the instrument, obviously, through which I manifest. But if you can let it go at that, and perhaps furthermore, take as in consideration the possibility that every human personality has a depth of which he or she may as yet be unaware. And this brings us right to the whole question of what this path is. Let us begin by what it is not. It is not a psychotherapy, although aspects of this pathwork certainly perforce must deal with and eventually eliminate the problems and confusions and negativities that exist within the human psyche. Nevertheless, its aim or approach cannot be and should not be compared with psychotherapy. Nor is this path a forceful endeavor to reach spiritual consciousness, for this would defeat the very purpose. If you grab for something in order to alleviate your present confusions and pain, again you would miss the mark. Now, if you can start off with these followings, with these 3 points, not paying attention to the phenomenon and nevertheless making room for levels of reality which you do not understand or know about, yet. 2, it is not psychotherapy. The aim of this path is not to cure you of a mental or emotional illness. And number 3, the path is not to attain a spiritual consciousness per se in order to forget your sadness, your pain, your difficulties. Now let us turn in a more direct manner to what this path is. Every human being, consciously or unconsciously, senses an inner longing for more than just emotional fulfillment or creative fulfillment, although these are, of course, aspects of the larger, deeper, more essential longing. If we would try to put the meaning of this longing into concise words, perhaps the most accurate description would be the feeling, a sensing that another, more fulfilling state of consciousness and capacity to experience life must exist.